Everyone sees the Lamborghinis and million subscriber plaques. But what they don't see is the ugly truth that makes 97% of creators quit within their first year. And trust me, you've never heard it put like this. By the end of this video, you'll understand why even successful YouTubers are desperately trying to escape this platform. But first, let me show you how it all starts. You start with pure excitement. You've watched every How I Made My First Million on YouTube video. You've got your setup ready, and you think you're different. You think you've cracked the code. Your first video, you spend 3 days perfecting it. The title is clickbait gold, the thumbnail is fire. You hit upload with total confidence. But here's where most people's dreams die in the first 24 hours. 23 views after 12 hours. 18 of them are you refreshing obsessively. 3 are your mum, 1 is your friend who fell asleep 30 seconds in, 1 is probably a bot. But you don't give up. Video 2, 3, 4. Each one is going to be the one. You learn about SEO, keywords, thumbnails. You analyze why some random cat video has 2 million views, while your masterpiece sits at 47 views after 2 weeks. Then something interesting happens. You actually start getting better. And that's when the real trap begins. Months later, you finally hit your first viral moment. 50K views, maybe 100K, subscribers flooding in, comments everywhere. You taste success for the first time. You quit your part-time job, better equipment, maybe a studio space. You're living the dream, right? Dead wrong. Because what nobody warns you about is that one viral video doesn't make you successful. It makes you a prisoner to impossible expectations. Now every video needs to perform. And when your next 10 videos drop back to 5K views, the panic sets in. But the algorithm nightmare? That's just getting started. You become obsessed with analytics. You know your average view duration to the second. You refresh YouTube Studio more than your text messages. You're no longer creating what you love, you're creating what the algorithm might like. You wake up to notifications that your video is underperforming. Underperforming compared to what? Your one lucky break? Then YouTube changes everything overnight. Algorithm update. Your views drop 70%. Your income vanishes. You realize you've built your entire future on a platform you have zero control over. But here's the part that actually breaks most people. The isolation hits hard. You're working alone, talking to a camera for hours, hoping strangers validate your existence. You compare yourself to every other creator. They're getting better deals, more views, more everything. What are you doing wrong? You haven't had a real conversation in weeks. Friends stopped asking about your channel because you only talk about analytics. Your family thinks you're wasting your life because you're not really employed. Sometimes you agree. Your audience expects consistent uploads, but you're burned out. Your personal problems become content problems. Bad day, better hide it, or your retention rates suffer. But the money situation, that's where it gets truly desperate. Here's the brutal truth about YouTube money. Ad revenue is pennies. Literal pennies. You need millions of views to make what most people earn at a regular job. So you chase brand deals, sponsorships, affiliate marketing. You're no longer a content creator. You're a salesperson who happens to make videos. You spend more time writing sponsor emails than creating content. The authentic creator your audience subscribed to? Gone. Replaced by someone desperately trying to monetize every moment of their existence. And the taxes? Nobody prepared you for being self-employed. Every equipment purchase, every software subscription, you're tracking it all. But even if you succeed, here's the twisted part. Success doesn't make it easier. It makes it harder. Now you have employees, overhead costs, expectations to maintain. You can't disappear when burned out. Your audience will find someone new. You're filming while sick, editing at 2 a.m., responding to hundreds of comments. The algorithm doesn't care that you're human. It wants consistent content, and it wants it now. Every vacation becomes a vlog opportunity. Every meal is potential content. Your entire life is performed for an audience that can turn on you instantly. And here's the most insidious part of all. You can't stop. You've built your identity around being a YouTuber. Your income depends on it. Your social circle revolves around it. You're trapped in a cycle of creating content about being trapped. You make videos about YouTube burnout which perform well, so you make more burnout content which creates more burnout. It's a meta nightmare. Just when you think you've figured out the game, YouTube changes the rules again. New algorithm updates, new monetization requirements, new competitors with bigger teams. You're running just to stay in the same place. But here's what they'll never tell you in those success stories. Most YouTubers never make it. They burn out, give up, or realize the dream isn't worth sacrificing their mental health, relationships, and financial security. Those Lamborghinis? They represent maybe 0.1% of creators. The ones who do make it discover that YouTube success means being successful at stress, isolation, and constant anxiety about your next video's performance. You've traded a boss for an algorithm, job security for view counts, work-life balance for the dream of going viral. So next time you see a YouTuber complaining about their hard life, remember this video. They're not being dramatic. They're living in a world where their livelihood depends on the whims of an algorithm they don't understand, an audience they can't predict, and a platform they can't control. Now I'm curious. Knowing all this, would you still want to be a YouTuber? And more importantly, which of these phases do you think breaks most creators? Let me know in the comments, because I'm planning to dive deeper into the specific psychological traps that YouTube sets for creators. And if you want to see more brutal truths about careers everyone thinks are glamorous, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you haven't seen anything yet.